Okay, so in this practical we are going to see how the nutrient agar is poured and prepared into the different nutrient agar plate, nutrient stab and nutrient slant. So this will be our first practical for today. So for that the whole practical we will be performing in the aseptic area. So we need to clean the desk properly before we begin the practical. So this is of ethanol swab. So I will clean the tile first with the help of this swab. After that, the aseptic area will be generated by putting the two burners at the side of the tile, and we will be working in between these two burners. So for the first practical will be nothing but preparation of a nutrient agar plate. So for that, the nutrient agar medium which we have taken, we will be pouring it. So now the medium has cooled a bit, and we will also prepare the nutrient agar slabs and slant. Accordingly, so I have taken a petri dish. Now it is completely autoclave. So in the way we have taken it from the autoclave, I will put it on these last three fingers and hold it with the index finger and my thumb. So in this way I will be operating the petri dish and closing it. So remember that we should never open the petri dish outside the aseptic area or the burners, and we should never open the petri dish fully with the help of the second hand. So it will be operated by this hand and the other hand will be used for the operation. So firstly I will open the petri dish. Before that I will just open the nutrient agar medium. So before the nutrient agar medium gets solidified, we will need to do the pouring. So in this hand I am going to handle all the things like holding of the conical flask, then holding of the nichrome wire loop. So all these things will be done by the right hand, and the left hand will be reserved for handling the petri plate itself. So with the help of my last finger, so with the help of my last finger I am going to remove the cotton plug. So by turning it round and round, in this way I will be holding the cotton plug. So that remember that the cotton plug should always be held in the last finger like this. Okay, so it should not be kept down. So people have the habit that take out the cotton plug and keep it down. No, so it will lose its aseptic nature. Okay, so with the help of the index finger and the thumb, hold the conical flask very tightly and just pass it through the burner like that, like in this manner, so that the microorganisms which are there on the outer part of the neck, they are killed. Now in the second hand I am holding a petri plate. So with the help of these two fingers I am just opening it partially. Now I am going to pour the nutrient agar medium into the petri dish. Approximately 10 to 15 ml is poured, and after that this plate just we have to do tilting up and down. So twice I am doing, so that the agar medium is spread across in a uniform manner. So then I will put this down conical flask, whatever is the plug, I am again plugging it and keeping it aside. And now I have to keep this nutrient agar plate down, so I will not be able to keep it like this. So what I will do is that just take it at the corner of the table and just slide it in the front. Okay, while picking up the nutrient agar plate, again you have to take the same precaution. You should never open it like this, otherwise the lid will be in your hand and the bottom plate will be at the down. So again, while picking up the petri dish, follow the same precaution, slide it to the corner, hold it and just take it like this, put it in the finger and just open it like this. Okay, so remember that the petri dish should never be opened completely, it should only be operated by partial opening and closing. Okay, so now I will allow this petri dish to cool. So till it gets solidified we will wait. By that time we will also prepare the slant and the stab. So these are the test tubes which we have autoclaved. So they are sterile now. So I am opening the test tubes. So these test tubes I will place it in the test tube holder or a beaker. Now what we will do is that we will study the preparation of an agar slant. Okay, so for that purpose again with the same thumb I am going to remove the cotton plug, take away Then with the help of the second last finger, I am going to take out the plug of the conical flask. So the two plugs are there in my right hand. I am not keeping it anywhere. So in this way you have to handle it, and then just pass it again through the flame it. Then pour the liquid agar medium into the test tube. For this purpose we make use of the wide bottom test tubes, which are also called as the boiling tubes or butts. But over here now we can make use of the small test tubes. So after that I will plug it again, put the cotton plug back to its original position. So now when I keep this agar slant in a standing position, okay, so if I allow it to solidify in this standing position, then it will be call it as a stab. On the contrary, if I keep it in a slanting position at an angle of 45 degrees, so you can see that the agar will get solidified in this slanting manner. Okay, so it will be providing more surface area for the microorganisms to grow. The purpose of preparing the nutrient agar plate, slant and stab is to provide the surface for growth of the microorganisms. So more is the slant, more is the surface area. So accordingly, a stab will have the minimum surface area, then the slant will have a surface area, and the maximum area will be seen in the case of a nutrient agar plate or the Petri plate. So now I am allowing the nutrient agar slant to get solidified in this position. So I am keeping it in a slanting position. So by the time this nutrient agar gets solidified, I will pour agar in the remaining plates. So very fast I will be preparing the next plates for the other practicals. So before the agar gets solidified, you have to do this pouring first. Okay, so we have prepared the nutrient agar plates. Now we will allow them to solidify. By that time, till that time, what we will do is that till the agar plates get solidified, we will learn about the streaking. So for the purpose of streaking, we will make use of a plain Petri plate which does not contain any agar for streaking. Okay, so this is the first step. Okay, so this is your practical number 3, that is preparation of isolation of microorganism by use of streaking. So there are two types of streaking. One is called as a direct streaking and other is called as a quadrant streaking. Okay, so in the direct streaking, what you do is that so in the direct streaking, you just make use of this agar plate and with the help of a marker, you will do the zigzag streaking like this. Okay, so this type of the streaking is called as a direct streaking, and after that we will fill up the agar into this and then we will do the streaking on this plate. Then the second type of the streaking is that where you utilize the lower plate of the agar for streaking. In both the cases, for streaking we make use of a lower plate only. Why? The streaking is done before, because after you pour the agar, you cannot do the streaking because you have allowed it to cool. Okay, so after that, the second type of a streaking is called as a direct this type of the streaking, it is called as a quadrant streaking. So for that purpose, I will show you how to make the quadrants. So this type of the streaking involves streaking in the 4 different quadrants. Okay, so you will first make a zigzag mark like this. So you will name it as quadrant number 1. Then turn the petri plate to 90-degree angle and then start streaking it again like this in a zigzag manner. So now this is your quadrant number 2. Then again turn the petri plate to again 90-degree and now start streaking the area which is there at the corner. So which I have marked it as a circle. At this corner the area you have to spread. So start streaking it again. So in this way now we will be streaking, spreading the microorganisms in this corner. Now this will be the 3rd quadrant, and in the end we will be streaking this particular area of the microorganisms. So now you will be streaking like this. So make sure that the 4th quadrant does not touch the 1st quadrant. So this is your 4th quadrant, and make sure this does not touch your quadrant number 1. So in this way we are going to streak. This type of the streaking is called as a quadrant streaking, okay, or it is also called as a multiple streaking. Okay. Now for the purpose of streaking, what is the requirement? So number 1 is nothing but the marked or the streaked plate, and second is nothing but the inoculum or the microorganism culture. Okay, so how the microorganism culture is provided to you? So in every microbiology lab there is a culture which is present. Okay, so this is called as a master culture. So these master cultures are maintained in the refrigerators. Okay, so you can see that this is a Bacillus subtilis culture. Okay, so proper streaking has been done. The microorganisms have been streaked. You can see over here that a zigzag or a direct streaking can be seen inside this petri plate, and the petri plate is covered with the help of a cellophane paper. Okay, so now I am going to prepare the culture medium first. Okay. So now we are going to prepare the culture medium first. Okay. So for preparing the culture medium, in a sterile test tube I have taken water. Okay. So in this water now we are going to scrape away the microorganisms present on this petri plate. So we will make use of a nichrome wire loop for scraping. So this is a nichrome wire loop. It is made up of the metal nichrome. So my nichrome is used for the sterilization. So you can see that you have to sterilize or flame it till it becomes red hot. Okay. So it becomes red hot. So you have to just cool a bit. Okay, before taking the microorganisms. So this indicates that the nichrome wire loop has been sterilized. So I am just cooling a bit so that the microorganisms will not be killed if I put directly. Okay, so now open the petri plate in a partial manner. Okay, only till the nichrome wire loop is getting inside. Still I am cooling a bit more. So after that, just scrape out the microorganisms from one particular side of the petri dish in this way, and in a very slow manner just take out the microorganisms from the master plate and just introduce these microorganisms into the water. So in this way I am introducing the microorganisms into the water. So this is now your culture medium. Okay, so we can take more amount of the microorganisms if you want a thick culture. Okay, so the microorganisms which have been taken like this, again I will flame the nichrome wire loop before keeping it down. Okay, so remember that you have to sterilize or flame the nichrome wire loop before and after the use as well. Okay, so just after cooling I am keeping it down. So in order to disperse these microorganisms properly into the culture medium, I will be just using the rotator. I will be using